The absolute best way to transform your life is to make a bunch of small changes that add up to a big result. And the small changes I'm about to recommend will work for anybody, regardless of the situation you're in today. So if you've been feeling unhappy, unsuccessful, or constantly feeling like you want more out of life and not knowing what to do differently, today is your lucky day. Now, the very first thing you need to do to transform your life is get in shape. And it can be easy to sleep on this one, especially if you're the type of person to say, I don't have time to work out. But at the end of the day, getting in shape is one of those things that's worth making time for. If you can work out for just 20 minutes, 3 or 4 days a week, you can be in better shape than most people. And 99% of being in shape is all about what you eat. If you simply eat natural foods that come from the earth, like fruits, vegetables, and animal protein, aka meat, specifically lean meat, you will start to have a lot more energy and feel a lot more better overall, and that's going to make it easier to follow the rest of these tips. Now, with that being said, even something as simple as getting in shape can be difficult if you don't have something to shoot for. So if you want to make the whole process easier, it's very important that you learn how to set goals. Now, before you start setting any random goals and then getting upset if you don't achieve them, you need to understand the different types of goals and how and when to set each type. Now, you probably already know you can set short-term goals and long-term goals. I probably don't need to say too much about that, but where a lot of people mess up is understanding the difference between outcome-based goals and action-based goals. An outcome-based goal is something you eventually want to achieve, like putting on 10 pounds of muscle, for example. An action-based goal is what you're going to do to get to that outcome. So that would be something like work out 4 days a week, do 2 upper body workouts and 2 lower body workouts, and eat 150 grams of protein every single day. When you set action-based goals, you give yourself specific tasks to do that would eventually help you reach that goal. And if you want to transform your life, you need to have goals that relate to health, wealth, and relationships. And if you need help for setting goals for each of those areas, feel free to use the link in the description to book a consultation with me. Now, I do have to warn you that setting goals is the easy part. Staying consistent and achieving those goals is where it gets difficult for most people. And in most situations, the difference between success and failure is your mindset. And that's why the third thing you need to do to transform your life is reprogram your mind. One of the easiest ways to do that is to start journaling on a regular basis. But the reason most people can't stay consistent with that is that they don't have any type of structure to follow, and they simply don't know what to journal about. But if you are really serious about transforming your life and you want to learn how to journal so you can reprogram your mind for success, I highly recommend you use the journaling template I created, which is linked in the description. All you got to do is enter your email address and I'll send it to you for free. Once you get the template, you'll see the instructions inside of it that tell you how to use it. But if you don't want to download the template, the best journaling advice I can give you is to simply start writing down all your negative thoughts, then question those thoughts and replace them with positive thoughts. Now, if you follow those first 3 tips, you will start to see significant improvements in your life. But if you don't follow this next tip, you will keep sabotaging your own progress, and you might even struggle to build any positive momentum in the first place. Because if you really want to transform your life, you have to learn how to eliminate bad habits. And the difference between good habits and bad habits is subjective, and it can be different from person to person. But generally speaking, a bad habit is any habit that stops you from achieving your goals and reaching your full potential. Some common bad habits that you might have include scrolling for hours and hours on social media, wasting time watching TV or playing video games when you could be working towards achieving your goals, and also eating junk food to help you get in a better mood, and overall just not having any kind of purpose in life. Now, the first 3 tips will help you out a lot with that, because eating right and working out is a good habit. Setting goals is a good habit. Journaling is a good habit. And all those things require you to break existing bad habits to be successful. But ultimately, you just got to commit yourself to doing more of the things that will get you where you want to be in life and less things that do the opposite. All of those tips I just mentioned will help you in your personal life. But at some point, you got to prioritize your professional life too. And that's why I highly recommend you learn and build a new skill set if you want to transform your life. The best advice I could give you as far as what skill to build is just to find something that you are genuinely interested in and pursue that. But I do understand that you might have lost touch with what you're really interested in. And that's why you simply have to try different things to figure out what it is that you really want to do. Because if you don't try, you never know. But ultimately, the whole point in building a new skill is so you can eventually make your own money and not have to rely on somebody else to provide work for you so you can make a living. Because a company can always lay you off. But when you make your own money, you become unlayoffable. Now, a lot of y'all might be interested in building a personal brand, but you don't know what you want to focus your brand on. If that's you, check out the link in the description called Building Blocks for Personal Brands, because that will help you get going in the right direction. And then if you want more guidance on how to build your personal brand the right way, you can use the link in the description to book a consultation with me, but you can also check out this video.